So Rashid Rice has been looking absolutely deadly throughout the whole training camp. And honestly, it's kind of interesting when it comes to the Chiefs wide receiver core because obviously you have an argument that three wide receivers could be wide receiver one. I mean, Worthy's less of an argument. I don't see him really being wide receiver one in his first season, but there's an argument that you could go with either Hollywood Brown as the wide receiver one, or you could go with Rashid Rice as the wide receiver one. I mean, Rashid Rice is coming off a year where he could have had 1,000 yards if he would have played that Chargers game. You got Hollywood Brown, a guy who's already put up 1,000 yards, and a guy who was on pace for another 1,000-yard season. Well, really 1.2K if he didn't go down with that injury with that season when he first went to the Cardinals. So you have two proven wide receivers that proved what they can do on the field. But Rashid Rice is really, really standing out. Now, Hollywood Brown has been absolutely good as well, but that's something that we're going to talk about in a different video because this video is about Rashid Rice. Now, what I love about Rashid Rice is that he has a different skill set than Hollywood and Worthy. Obviously, Hollywood and Worthy, they're going to be them guys that stretch in the field. They're going to get a lot of deep balls and stuff like that. But Rashid Rice, he's going to be taking them underneath routes. He's going to be taking them intermediate routes. He's going to be making catches. And after the catch, he explodes for a lot of yardage. That's what Rashid Rice's game kind of is. Yeah, he's not the tallest, but he's like an A.J. Brown type of guy. Even though he's not the tallest, he's still very physical. He's strong. He fights through contact. And he's improved on his route running. He definitely has improved on his route running. He's been making some good plays with his routes. When you got guys like Justin Ross and Hollywood and just all these guys, it really, really makes this wide receiver room very scary. And the fact that we could have a talented wide receiver on every spot in the wide receiver room, it's definitely going to change everything for the Kansas City Chiefs. But I expect a big season from Rashid Rice, honestly. I expect a very big season from him. I mean, if you see what he was doing last year, it's a lot of times where you could even argue that Rashid Rice won us some games. I mean, in the playoffs against the Miami Dolphins, that wild card game, Rashid Rice was the hero of that game. He was going crazy. He was making good plays. He was doing everything that he had to do to help his team win and advance to the next round. And to do that in your first ever playoff game as a rookie is honestly big, and that shows you what type of player Rice is, and that shows you what type of skill set that he has, what he brings to this Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver room, man. And I just can't wait to see how much yards these guys put up all together. I really think Patrick Mahomes will end up having another 5,000-yard season. I mean, if everything goes as planned and how I'm speaking, if all these things really happen and these players are performing to the levels that I expect, Patrick Mahomes might be able to break the passing record. I know it's hard because Peyton Manning, he had to do a lot. I don't know how he did that, honestly. But if these players pan out like they're supposed to, then there's no way you're going to sit here and tell me that Patrick Mahomes doesn't have a shot at breaking the passing record and passing for more than 5,500 yards. I think he has a shot at it. I mean, it's Patrick Mahomes. He's that guy, so why wouldn't he be able to do it? But Rashid Rice, man, he's really looking scary, and what's even more scary is that he looks faster. Like, Rashid Rice looks faster. I mean, Rashid isn't slow by any chance, but he's also not no speedster or no like Xavier Worthy or Hollywood Brown. But he's actually been looking very fast. And him and Travis Kelce, they're gonna dominate. They're gonna literally dominate. I mean, you know how that goes between them when it comes to underneath routes. Like I said, them intermediate routes, they're gonna cook. They're going to cook these defenses. The defense will have no answer for them. If you look right there, look at that nice route by Rashid. Then he just tracks the ball pretty well, creates some separation. Then right here, Mahomes is scrambling, little scramble drill, flick it right up to Rashid Rice. Rashid found himself in the back of the end zone for a TD. And if you look at this play right here, Rashid, he explodes. This goes right past his defender, gets wide open, takes it all the way for a touchdown. Rashid's looking amazing, man. He's looking amazing. Right here, this is what I was talking about when I said he looked very fast. Mahomes gets time, finds Rashid wide open, a lot of separation. He's gone. He's out of there. Once Rashid Rice catches the ball, it's safe to say he's out of there. If you look right here, this is a pretty good play right here, even though it's out of bounds. But look at that catch. Either way, that's an amazing snag. Great hands. And Rashid Rice is showing his development. He's showing how better he's became and how much improvement that he's been making throughout this offseason. So the training and everything has been going good. Even though he had the distractions because of the legal issues, he's still been working. He's still been training. He's still been improving his game, making sure he's ready for next season. So that's something very good to watch, and that's what I love about Rashid Rice, is that his head is still in the game. Even throughout all the legal stuff and all the legal problems that he went through, he still has his head in the game. And that's something that's very important out of your wide receiver, because yeah, it's going to be mental battles. Like Tony, he went through a lot of mental battles and stuff like that. It's a lot of mental battles in this football. When it comes to this football sport, it's a lot of mental battles. You're going to go through some things, but you can't let it affect your play on the field. And Rashid Rice, he hasn't been letting it affect his play on the field. He's still in training camp, making plays, looking even better, looking explosive, looking speedy. I mean, his route running is on point. So it's really no reason that Rashid should not have a good season unless he ends up facing a suspension, which also might not even happen anymore. The suspension talks has kind of died down. I mean, we don't know what Roger Goodell is planning, but the suspension talks has died down. So we don't know if he's going to even get suspended. Hopefully Rashid Rice doesn't get suspended, because honestly, the Kansas City Chiefs, they're going to need Rashid Rice. Now, even if he does get suspended, we're still probably going to win our games. But it just makes everything easier when you have Rice, Hollywood, and Worthy on the field at the same time. And not only does it make everything easier for Mahomes, it makes everything easier for Andy Reid. It makes him game plan better. And we have a guy like Justin Ross who's been sneakily making an impact throughout the whole training camp. It just changes everything for this Chiefs team. And they're just looking very dominant and scary on offense. I mean, Hall of Fame quarterback, Isaiah Pacheco, Hall of Fame tight end, great wide receiver room, insane offensive line outside of left tackle. And Kingsley, he's been looking very solid in training camp as well. And you got Jawan Taylor at right tackle. So when you just have all this benefits on the Chiefs offense, and everything is just coming along like this, then what else can you say but three-peat? What else can you say but Super Bowl? As a Chiefs fan, we not about to sit here and say, yeah, we gonna make it to the conference championship, the AFC championship. No, that's not what we aim for. As a Chiefs fan, you can't just sit here and say, yeah, we gonna make it to the AFC championship and we gonna lose. Because with this team and how deadly they look, if we stay healthy, which we should, because we stay healthy pretty well throughout these seasons, but I'm not gonna jinx us. How are we losing? And who are we losing to? Joe Burrow and the Bengals? No. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens? No. CJ Stroud and the unexperienced Texans? Diggs, we own him? No. Josh Allen and his nobodies at wide receiver, except for Keon Coleman? No. So who are we losing to? I don't see nobody taking the Kansas City Chiefs throne, and that's why I think we're going to end up getting that three-peat. I'm even going to put $500 on the Kansas City Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. I'm going crazy. I don't see us losing. I don't see it happening. No way. We got too much talent at wide receiver. Our offensive line is good. We have the GOAT quarterback. If not the GOAT, he's up there. He's already in talks with Brady already. We have the GOAT tight end, in my opinion. If not, it's Gronk. But either way, it's 1A, 1B. This team is just too good. I don't see nobody being it. So it's been your boy Chiefs Priority, and I'm out, man. Peace.